All right, guys, so kind of racing the rain here. Gonna do a quick little video. I did a repair yesterday. So what I had was, you can see that sprinkler head up there. You can tell that this area is wetter than the ground around it. This thing's been leaking. So I replaced the diaphragm in the solenoid. I've had this head over here that's been leaking for quite some time, over a year, and I didn't get to it. I just let it leak. I shouldn't have, but so this has been leaking for a long time. That's a box turtle nest. I caught a box turtle out here making a nest. I'm gonna I tried to keep the eggs from getting raccooned, but anyway, you can see this here. Obviously this has been leaking for a long time, and I noticed it used to just kind of dribble. It would just, you couldn't even really see the water coming out of it. It would just kind of puddle up and then run down here. But I came out the other day and it was actually squirting up, so I had to do something about it. So I went and bought a kit. This is an extremely simple repair. Let's walk over here. Oh, it's raining. I'm gonna have to wait, I think. But I came over here and I cleaned out, so you can see that one of these is clean. I cleaned that one up, and then it's as simple as taking those 6 screws out and putting your new unit on. But I noticed, I was out walking around the yard this morning looking at whatnot, and I noticed that spring right there came out. So as I was putting the new diaphragm in, I didn't get the spring on there. So I thought I would shoot this video again and let y'all see how simple of a repair this is. So let me get you on a tripod. All right, so this is probably gonna be hard for, my head's gonna be in the way. My big water jug on this plant is in the way. All right, let's see if I can fix that. How's that? So this is the kit I bought for my sprinkler head, or my sprinkler solenoid. There we go. And again, it's super simple. Turn the water off. And back your screws out. I'm literally racing a thunderstorm here. But I took like a one gallon. I didn't want to get in here and spray it off with the water hose and get a big puddle of water underneath here. So what I did was I cleaned it up with just a gallon sprayer. All right. This is the old diaphragm here, but what I'm saving, I'm trying to get, I should have grabbed that spring before we started flooding this thing. But this spring rides on that, and I guess when I went to invert that and put it on, the spring came off. Seems to be working though, so I don't know what the spring does, but it's in there by design, so we're going to put it back. All right, so get that out of the way. You want to probably keep all this as clean as you can. So there's the new diaphragm with no spring. I guess that probably just puts pressure on the diaphragm, but there's, if you look right up here at the top, there's some, like a guide pin. So it's real simple. There's absolutely nothing to doing this. So the spring's back on. I'm gonna line it up. I'm gonna take all these screws out so I can, well, no, I'm not even gonna mess with that. We're just gonna go right back on top of it. seat it. I'm all up in the way, I know. But this, there's literally nothing to this. It's as simple as take screws out, put screws in. It's not hard at all. Hear that thunder? A little thunder. A little lightning. All right, turn the water back on. And there it is. So this head's gonna come on. It did that last time. Came on for just a bit and then quit. I guess as the line charged, it wanted to squirt and then it stopped. So that's that. Real simple video on how to change the diaphragm out and at least a Rainbird solenoid. And I beat the storm. All right then.